What's up, guys? Rachel West here along with Rick Stroud and Joey Knight. And whew, that was an eventful one, guys. The Bucs did come out on top, though, took down the Bills. And who'd have thought Breshad Perriman was the unlikely hero of the night?
Yeah, he really was. I mean, this is a guy that was here in 2019. This is his third NFL team this year. I mean, he started with the Lions, was cut, went to the Bears, and never played them. And Breshad Perriman had exactly one catch tonight, and it was the one that won the game. Of course, the 58-yarder or something like that. The fact that he would be in that position is pretty remarkable, but his story is even more important. And it was funny because, he has taken over the number 3 wide receiver position again in front of guys like Tyler Johnson and Scotty Miller, who was inactive. So they love his speed, his explosiveness. He showed it today, and he gets the walk-off game winner, which is pretty rare.
Yes, definitely an exciting one there. And let's backtrack a little bit, Joey. Before that, it seemed like the Bucs had this game under control. They were pretty dominant in the first half, but then that second half there, they just kind of fell apart a bit.
Yeah, I don't want to say they took their foot off the gas. They just got a little flummoxed by Josh Allen, the Bills' dual threat force of nature. He led those 3 fourth-quarter touchdown drives. I didn't realize this until I started looking at the stats. He was 16 of 23 in the fourth quarter alone. Finished with 109 rushing yards for the game. Didn't run very much, 4 times for about 40 yards in the first half. He had 38 rushing yards in the fourth quarter alone. So he just got going. And Devin White said, they looked like they were running in pass formations, but they were still running the quarterback powers, and that just kind of threw him off a little bit. But to the Bucs' credit, they made their stand when they had to. The Bills won the coin toss in overtime, and lo and behold, 3 and out. Devin White said, we put in a good Todd Bowles, the defensive coordinator, put in a good scheme. People can go back and look at the tape and see what it was, but we just kept everything in front of us, kept things uptight, kept their inside game, neutralized that, and the result was a 3 and out. And the next thing you know, Breshad Perriman's running into Buccaneers lore.
Josh Allen did his best to try to prevent or, slow down Tom Brady's dominance over Buffalo, but came up just short there. And Rick, just the significance of this win as a whole, coming to the end of the season here, what does this mean for them moving forward?
Well, it's big because, first of all, they're 10-3, and they've won 4 in a row now. And so if they win Sunday against the New Orleans Saints, this team clinches the NFC South for the first time since 2007, which is huge because it gets you a home game, and they're still very much in the hunt for home field advantage throughout the playoffs. They could get that number 1 seed with some help down the stretch. So I think it also just affirms that, that you have momentum. You continue the momentum. A loss tonight, the way it would have happened with a collapse like that, might have lingered. It might have carried over into next week against the Saints. But now you walk out of here and everything is still right in front of you. And I just think it's a big win for them.
Yep, win's a win. Doesn't matter how you get it. Well, guys, make sure you're keeping up with all of our Bucs coverage as the season comes to an end over the next couple weeks here over on social media at Sports by Tampa Bay Times, as well as tampabay.com.